What's going on, guys? So basically, okay, so today is Friday night, April 17th, playing at Spillway here in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And I'm basically, well, not right now, but I will be later on tonight. So I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, get a half hour set. I think the 5 songs is not enough time. So I added my first song, Ain't No Average Joe, for my first album that the album's named after. I think that kind of describes me pretty well. I forget what capo that's on. Gotta figure out what capo it's on real quick. But anyway, so my point is that I'm trying to figure out. Sorry for this crap angle. I played this song in a long time. I think it's second capo. Yeah, I'm gonna go with second capo. But anyway, so what I'm not gonna sit here and play the whole set for you guys. That would just take so damn long and be just boring and annoying. Maybe, but right now, basically just trying to figure out what I should say. So I get a half hour set. Each song's about 4 minutes, so let's just say 4, 6, 20, maybe around 23 minutes or so, because the last one's a little short. I'd be still 7 minutes short. So, I got to figure out what to say and how to fill that time. But basically, I was thinking of saying, like, take inspiration off of Elvis when I watch his Texarkana, the hayride videos. But he was like, it's great to be down here. It's great to be down here at Spillway, one of my favorite places to be at in Bowling Green. And my first time playing here, though, I moved here end of last year, and I remember coming out here with some friends and wanted to play here, be back on the stage. I haven't been on stage since I lived in Texas like 2 years ago. And I'd ask them, hey, gotta say something so many times. They, as soon as I said that, I said but did it again. So anyway, I basically just say, hey y'all, my name's Joseph Munda, obviously an aspiring country artist here on the outskirts of Nashville, and it's great to be down here at Spillway. I've always wanted to play here, be back on stage. I haven't been on a real stage in 2 years, and yes. So I remember I moved here at the end of last year and came out here with some friends, and it was a really cool place. My favorite places here in Bowling Green. And I asked them, hey, can I sign up, be on to play here? And they were like, it's 3 months wait. I'm thinking, man, what is this, Madison Square Garden or what the heck? So, but yeah, it's great to finally be out here tonight and get it started for real. It's also great to be looking out here and see so many familiar faces. I appreciate y'all coming out. Well, this first song is from my first album. It came out a year ago, and I think it describes me pretty well, because I ain't like anyone else. It's called Ain't No Average Joe. Hope y'all like it. So, I think that was like, I wasn't really watching. I don't want to repeat again, but I think that was like a minute or so. So I think that'll give you a good start. And then I'll say, Ain't No Average Joe. I wrote it. It is what it describes. I wrote it to be a song that just was the beginning, the staple, the crux. When people see the first album, the first thing you see about me, it's just like, yeah, I know I'm not like anyone else, and I'm fine with, not necessarily better, but I know I'm not like anyone else. So I don't know what the fuck I was looking at, but I guess it just looks, it looks cool when you just don't look at him, So don't look at him. I guess I'm getting used to looking at the whole audience. But, yeah, say something like that. And then just go right into the song. So, yeah, I guess I'll play a little bit, but I don't want to do the whole thing here. It goes a little something like this. Say the world's full of faces all blended in the crowd. But I was born to stand out, never gonna tone it down. Boots hit the dirt, with fire in my soul. Riding through life, taking every high road. They call me stubborn, wild, maybe just bold, but I ain't the kind for doing what I'm told. I ain't no average Joe, I break the mold hard like a wildfire, spit untold, living my way fast or slow. You better believe it, I ain't no average Joe. Chase down dreams in a cloud of dust. I almost forgot the thing. Made my first sex string till the strings gave up. Rode broncs, broke hearts, and paid my dues. Ain't afraid to win, ain't afraid to lose. Keep forgetting that C chord. With whiskey in my laugh, truth in my songs. You can ride with me, but you won't last long. I ain't no average Joe, I break the mold hard like a wildfire, spit untold, living my way fast or slow. You better believe it, I ain't no average Joe. Some folks follow, some folks lead. Me, I come on trail, plant my own seed. Sky's the limit when you aim real high. Gonna ride this life till the day I die. Make sure I don't get pitchy on that. I ain't no average. Okay, and it repeats. You guys get the point. So anyway, I figured I'd start with that. I don't really want to go through too much, but that's how I'm going to kind of do things. And then I'm going to go from Ain't No Average Joe to, you guys are going to see, this is going to be a part of the video tonight. You guys are going to see it like any second. The whole thing. Jack's going to be filming for me. But it's going to be Ain't No Average Joe, and it's going to go to I Gave You Permission, which I Gave You Permission is basically a song about me. I would sing songs at work, and then people would come up and be like, hey, who sings that? And I'd be like, oh, so-and-so. And they'd be like, okay, maybe you should let them sing. And I'd be like, oh, man. So, and then like years later, I was like, man, that's a good idea. Like when you're singing one of my songs on the radio and someone says that to you, just know I gave you, just tell them I gave you permission and you can sing it. So, kind of like throw it back in their face, kind of. But then from there it would be, I don't know if I want to be I do you. No, I'd Be You, which is basically just a song about, you can listen to criticism from people, but don't totally listen to what they tell you to do, because then you wouldn't be you, you'd be them. I'd be you. So I'd be you. I gotta look here, not there. But, and then the next song is Go Find Less. And so basically, I don't know if I want to say, because it was basically about an ex, but last year, I was dating this girl, and as simple as that, she was just high maintenance and hard to handle, and she knew it too. And she would say, like guys would say, man, she's, you're too much. And then she'd be like, well, if I'm too much, go find less. And I was like, man, that's a good song. And anything's a good song in country, man. Okay, so then, and then it would be, Average Joe, I Gave You Permission, I'd Be You, Go Find Less. Go Find Less. Forget What You Feel. basically it's a song that meshes in kind of getting branded and staying with that family name. And then this song is just so wishy-washy. I know what it basically is, but it's hard to describe it. It's basically about like getting branded, having that family name brand kind of thing in you, and then not just adhering to what they say or what the family name or family chain is, and don't forget what you feel. People who say, "Oh, forget what you feel, man, just move on." But then also don't forget what you feel, and don't forget how other people made you feel. Don't have to be personal. Doesn't have to be a big deal, but don't forget. And it's important because it got you this far. So keep trusting in it. And then the last song, I wanted to kind of get to the heartstrings and dedicate to my mom. My mom just passed away 3 months ago or so ago, and I think this is a big opportunity. When before years of this going on, is inside joke. It was just like when she'd be on my case, as mothers do, and I just tell her, "Man, I got this. I got it." And she'd go, "Oh, you got it? Oh, yeah, sure, you got it. Okay, he's got it, guys." And so it kind of a joke whenever she would tell me something, and I'd be like, "Don't worry, I got this." And so when she died, I was like, man, this wasn't a part of the cluster of songs that I wrote for this album. I just recently wrote it and then put it right in to this album a month before I started recording. And all these other songs were written almost a year before I started recording. So I think this was important to add for my mother and honor her and tell her one more time, I got this. So, and then I'll just be like, "Hey, Mom, thank you." And kind of tugging the heartstrings at the end. People remember that, so I think that's important. So I think this set has a good amount of about me, joking, get to the heart, like get people to laugh, and then also end it with a big a stage grabber where it's like, okay, here's the emotion, and thanks, Mom, I love you, thank you all, and kind of like, I got this, Mom, I love you, thank you all, and they'll remember that, they'll remember that heart and drive and everything. So I'm gonna keep practicing this. You guys are gonna say the whole thing, so I'm not even worried about me practicing it to you. It just sounds weird, but that was kind of my little practice stick. We're already at like 12:30 mark, so. Yeah, here we are. So I'm going to keep practicing. I'll let you guys know if anything interesting comes up. So bye. All right, guys. Right over there. It's a beautiful freaking day. Look how nice it is. April 17th. Jackson's calling me. We got to get going. Woohoo! About an hour to showtime, baby. So I'm just going over my chords. Ain't No Average Joe is capo 1, G, D, E minor, C. I Gave You Permission is capo 1, A, D, and then I think it's G, D, A. And then I'd Be You is capo 3, E, G, E-G-A, I believe. Yeah, E-G-A. And then, so that's fourth song would be Go Find Less. That's no capo. That is, Go Find Less is D, E minor, G, A. That's fourth. Then fifth is Forget What You Feel. It's G, D, B minor, C. And then for Mama, I Got This is E minor, it's E minor, C, G, A, and then F, C, G, D. Got it. All right, guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Just gonna do a little prayer quick. Dear God, thank you for everyone that's a part of my life and here, especially here in Kentucky. Please help me remember my lines, help me stay in rhythm, help me remember the chords, help me tell a good story and give a good performance for the longest show I've ever played, 30 minutes. And I open, so there's no holding back, there's no, it's all on me to start the show, so I gotta be there on time, which I'm coming right now. Be there about 35 minutes before showtime, and I'm excited. I know you're there up on stage with me, and And let's just have a good show and party, man. Appreciate you. Amen.